Son, how wonderful that you pause for a moment to listen to me. In the midst of so many voices, so much noise, so many demands and battles that try to consume you inside and out, it is precious to me when you choose to quiet your heart and simply listen to me. I know your busy days well. I know the thoughts that insist on weighing down your mind. I know about the tears you swallow so you won't show weakness in front of others. I know the loneliness that sometimes tightens, even when there are people around you. That's why when you remain silent and seek me in the secret place, even without words, all of heaven leans in to hear you. I see when you kneel down without strength. I even hear that muffled sigh on your pillow. Nothing escapes me, and that's why today I come to speak directly to you. I am with you in every moment of your journey. Son, I see that you've been struggling with things no one imagines. You've faced giants hiding behind smiles and obligations. You've carried heavy and often unfair responsibilities. You try to be strong for everyone, but inside your heart there's a silent cry for help. You have faith, I know. But exhaustion has tried to wear down that faith, drop by drop, hope after hope. You think maybe I've forgotten you, that my silence is a sign that I don't care. But son, nothing could be further from the truth. I love you with an everlasting love, and nothing, absolutely nothing you face is in vain. Every tear that falls from your eyes I count. Every prayer you made, even those without words, I kept. None of your requests have been lost in the wind. No cry has been ignored. I am the God who sees, the God who hears, the God who acts even when you don't perceive it. Long waiting periods, son. I know that part has hurt you. I know you've waited with faith, with patience, with perseverance, but sometimes it seems like the answer is always distant, always for later. It seems like everyone around you receives something except you, and that has been eroding your hope day after day. You ask, why, Lord? Why is it always harder for me? And I answer you now, because I'm doing something greater within you. What you asked me for is real. I heard it. It's in my plans. But I won't give you something halfway. I won't give you a blessing that will destroy you later. I am a God of process, and in the process you're living through, I am pulling out the roots of insecurity, fear, doubt, and self-reliance. I'm preparing your foundation, shaping your inner being, healing wounds you didn't even know were still open. I'm preparing you for something that will impact not only your life, but the lives of many around you. If I gave you now what you asked for, perhaps you wouldn't be able to bear the weight of the responsibility. But I will not allow you to get lost in the blessing. I love you too much for that, son. If what you asked for hasn't arrived, it's not because I've forgotten you. It's not because you haven't prayed enough. It's not because you're being punished. I'm not a God who plays with the feelings of my children. I'm not a distant father. I see beyond time. I know the end from the beginning. I'm working behind the scenes even when everything seems to be standing still. There are spiritual battles happening that you cannot see. There are doors I'm closing to protect you. There are ties I'm untying. There are alliances I'm breaking. There are traps I'm frustrating. All of this is part of the care I have for you. And when everything is ready, when the time is ripe, you will see with your own eyes what I was doing, and you will glorify my name, not just for the blessing received, but for everything I delivered you from during the wait. I am preparing you, son, preparing your heart for the honor that will come, preparing your feet to walk on high paths. I'm strengthening your hands to hold what's coming. You're not being punished. You're being trained. You're not abandoned. You're being forged like gold in fire. The waiting time is not wasted time. It's time for learning, healing, maturing. I'm teaching you to trust even when you don't understand, to believe even when you don't see, to rest even when everything seems out of place. And I know that hurts, son. I know you wish you could understand everything, see the whole picture. But if you saw it, you wouldn't need faith, and it is by faith that you will overcome. It is by faith that you will conquer. It is by faith that you will stand firm when others fall. It is by faith that you will reap fruit where today you only see dry ground. Tonight, as you lie down, I want you to remember who I am. I want you to close your eyes with the certainty that you're not alone. Even with a tired heart, I want you to rest in my presence, knowing that my eyes are on you through the whole night. I do not sleep, I do not slumber, I do not lose control. While you rest, I act. While you sleep, I care. While you keep silent, I fight for you. And tomorrow when the sun rises, I want you to get up with courage. Even if circumstances still seem the same, you must know this. Behind the veil of the visible, everything is already moving. Heaven is working in your favor, and at the exact time what today seems impossible will become a testimony. What today is weeping will become laughter. What today binds you will be broken. What today looks like a desert will bloom. I am the same God who parted the sea for Israel, the same who shut the lions' mouths for Daniel, the same who raised Lazarus. I have not changed, and I still do miracles. I still lift the fallen, heal the sick, restore the paralyzed in soul, free those captive in the invisible prisons of mind and spirit. And you, son, are the target of my care. You are loved, chosen, set apart. Do not settle for the pain. Do not get comfortable in the wait. Keep believing, keep praying, keep marching, because the promise is alive, the answer is on its way, and I am in control. Even if everything falls apart, I remain. Even if everyone turns their back on you, I stay. Even if you fail, I remain faithful. My love for you is not based on merit, but on the covenant I have with you. And my covenant is eternal. No one can revoke it. No curse has more power than my blessing. No plague launched against you will prosper. No contrary word will prevail. Because I am your shield, your strong tower, your fortress in days of anguish, your solid rock when the ground seems to give way, and in me you will be safe. Lift your eyes, son. Even if today everything seems cloudy, a new time is approaching. The wind of my spirit is blowing over your house, your story, your mind, your heart. I'm aligning everything. I'm straightening crooked paths. I'm tearing down walls of hindrance. I'm opening doors no one can shut. I am placing in your hands the key that will unlock ancient promises. And those who doubted, mocked, laughed at your faith, they will see with their own eyes what I will do for you. And they will know that there is a living God in your life. Son, keep listening to me. Keep coming to me. Even when everything screams the opposite, come. Even when your heart aches, come. Even when it seems prayer doesn't change anything, pray, because everything you sow in secret, I reward in public, and nothing you do in faith is in vain. I am the God who honors perseverance. I am the God who lifts up the humble. I am the God who transforms deserts into springs, and that is what I'm doing with you. Now close your eyes in peace. Take a deep breath. Feel my presence right there where you are. I am touching you. I'm renewing your strength. I am bringing peace. And tomorrow when you wake up, something new will have already begun, because I am the Lord, I am your God, I am the one who called you by name, and I do not regret choosing you. And now, as you sit in this moment between the questions and the answers, I invite you to lean in even more. There are treasures I want to place in your spirit that cannot be found in the noise or the rush, only in the stillness. You have looked around and compared your journey to others. You've wondered why their path seemed smoother, why their harvest came sooner. But I have not called you to walk their road. I've written a unique path for you, tailored with care, saturated in purpose. Comparison is a thief, and it has tried to steal your joy quietly. But I am restoring your sight to see what I see when I look at you. Potential, faith, endurance, beauty, and an unshakable spirit. You were not made to be ordinary. That's why the shaping feels intense. That's why you've been misunderstood. I'm drawing out a depth in you that others won't recognize until its fruit begins to bloom. There are moments when you've questioned your ability to continue. But what you don't see is how far you've already come. Every step you've taken in faith has built strength within you, like roots growing deep in unseen soil. I know there are things you haven't dared to voice aloud, desires that feel too sacred, wounds too tender, fears too overwhelming, but I see them all. I hold each one carefully like rare pearls that I am polishing in time. There is a strength I am releasing within you, not the kind that overpowers, but the kind that outlasts. It's the strength to walk through fire and not be burned, to hold peace in the middle of storms. Your heart has longed for clarity, but what I'm giving you first is trust. You will learn to walk by the light of my presence, step by step, not by the distant horizon. I've not made a mistake with your timing. What feels like delay is divine calibration. I'm setting things in place that you didn't even think to ask for, but will bless you when they appear. Do not despise the days that feel small or slow. In them, I am writing the details that will make the difference later. I am constructing the backstory of a testimony that will inspire many. You've grown tired of needing to explain yourself to those who don't understand. So I am bringing people who will see you by the Spirit, who will discern your heart without needing many words. The relationships I'm pruning are not punishments. They are preparations. I'm making space for covenant connections, for those who will sharpen and uplift you, not distract or diminish you. I see how you pour yourself out for others, how you listen even when no one listens to you. And I tell you, none of that has gone unnoticed. The measure you've used to love others, I will use to fill you. You've learned to carry others in prayer, but now I want to carry you. You've given much. Now allow me to pour back into you with fresh oil and divine rest. There is a joy I'm restoring to you, not the fleeting kind, but a deep, unshakable gladness. It will not depend on what is happening around you, but on what I am establishing within you. Even your disappointments have become altars, places where I've met you in unexpected ways. You thought they were dead ends, but they were holy appointments. The dreams you buried because they seemed too painful to keep. I remember them. I am breathing life into dry places. I am stirring vision in you again. I know it's hard to hope when hope has been deferred. But I'm not just giving back what was lost. I'm multiplying it. And when it returns, it will come running toward you with joy. You've worn armor for so long, smiles, silence, strength, but I'm inviting you now into a season of honest softness, where it's safe to be vulnerable with me and healing can reach deeper. I see how you wrestle between wanting control and wanting peace. Let me remind you, you don't have to carry the weight of the world. That's mine to carry, not yours. You are not behind, you are not late. You are in a divine timeline that is unfolding according to heavenly wisdom, not human pace. When you feel overlooked, remember, the anointing often grows in hidden places. I placed greatness in a shepherd before he wore a crown. I am doing the same kind of preparation in you. You are not just enduring, you are becoming. Every day you press on is building a legacy of faith that will echo through generations. I see the tension in your heart, the desire to obey, and the fear of failing. But hear this. I do not call the perfect. I call the willing. And your yes is powerful in my hands. I'm removing the residue of shame from your past. The mistakes, the regrets, the moments you wish you could erase, I have already covered them in mercy. You have feared being too much or not enough. But in me you are exactly right. I made you with intention, with every quirk, every spark, every quiet part of your soul. You long to make a difference, and you will, but not by striving. Your impact will come from living fully in who I made you to be, not who others expect you to be. When you speak, heaven listens. Your words, even whispered prayers, carry weight in the spiritual realm. Do not underestimate the authority I've placed in your mouth. You've been faithful in the quiet. And now I'm opening doors that were sealed, not because you demanded them, but because you trusted me in the waiting. There is a new boldness rising in you, not arrogance, but a holy confidence rooted in knowing who you are and whose you are. You've been afraid of stepping out, afraid of failure. But I am with you in every risk I ask you to take. And even if you stumble, I will steady you. You feared being misunderstood, but I am teaching you to live for an audience of one. Let peace guide you, not the opinions of the crowd. Your capacity is about to increase. I'm stretching you not to break you, but to make room for the influence, wisdom, and anointing that I'm pouring into you. You will look back and marvel not only at what I did, but at who you became through it. I'm writing a testimony in your life that will glorify my name. There are new songs I'm placing in your spirit. They may not have lyrics yet, but they carry the sound of hope, of freedom, of new beginnings. Even in the nights when you feel numb, when your heart can't find the words, I am near. My presence does not withdraw based on your emotions. The pace of grace is different than the pace of pressure. You are not running out of time. You are being aligned with divine timing. I'm calling you deeper, not into performance, but into presence. I want to walk with you, not just use you. You're not a tool to me. You are a beloved child. There is more to your story than you can currently see. What feels like an ending is often the place I begin new things. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Even if you can't see it yet, you will feel it. You're moving from survival to surrender, from striving to stillness.